Okay, welcome to this tutorial. My name is John, and today we're going to talk about algebra. Algebra is one of the lessons in mathematics which people find it very hard, and it's because algebra uses sometimes letters to represent numbers. So for example, we might have something like x plus 3. Now sometimes people ask, what is x? A variable is a letter that stands for a number. For example, we have an equation 5 plus 3. Now this is mathematically correct according to how people see it because it is complete. If you're taught to calculate this will be very simple because you're going to say 5 plus 3 is equals to 8. Now, but then in the second equation, it might be very hard to find it because we don't know the value of x. So we're going to see how we can assign a number to a variable. So one of the things that maybe you have to understand is a variable can change. A variable can be any number, can be a, can be b, can be a, can be b, can be c, can be x, can be y, can be z, can be any number, and it can change. It's not a special number, it can change. So we're going to start by assigning a value to a variable. Let's assume the value of x is equals to 4. Let's assume that the value of x is equals to 4, that the value of x is 4, right? So what we're going to do, if we're given something like x plus 2, it will be very simple because we've been given the value of 4. And so we're going to substitute the value of x with the number itself. So we've been given that the value of x is equals to 4, and therefore to calculate this, it will be equals to 4 plus 2 because the value of this variable x is equals to 4. So x plus 2 in this case will be equals to 6. Note, it can change. This is when you have been told that the value of x is equals to 4. If for example we've been given that the value of x maybe is something else, say for example the value of x is equals to something like 8. In this case, it will be x plus 2. It will be 8, which is the value of x, plus 2. And in this case, it will be equals to 10. Right? Say for example, we've been given that the value of x, the same value, let's go with the same value, and we've been told that the value of x is 8. If we are told to calculate 2x, I'm just writing 2x like this so that it will be different with the times. In this case, this 2x means it is 2 times x. 2x is the same as 2 multiplied by x. But remember, we've been given the value of x is equals to 8. And therefore, to calculate the 2x, we're going to say is equals to 2 times the value of x, which is 8. So it will be 2 multiplied by 8, and then we'll find that our value of 2x is equals to 16. Alright, it can be done the same way because if we have like if we are told that x, we calculate x minus 3, we'll go back to the value of x, which is 8, and say this will be 8. Let me write it properly. Will be 8 minus 3, which we're going to find as 5. So that's how you deal with variables whenever you've been given or the value of that number of that variable. So in this case, the value of x, this variable x, was equals to 8. We can expound this into a sentence. Say for example, we've been told that the value of a pen is 50 shillings, or let's say that the value of one pen we've been told that the value of one pen maybe is 10 shillings. Alright, 10 shillings, for example, yeah? Then we are told to calculate the value of 3 pence. If you're told to form a formula for this, we can just assume that this 1 pen is equals to 10 shillings. That's how you can form an algebra using that statement. 1 pen is 50 shillings. So if you are told to calculate the value of like 3 pence or 2 pence, say for example 2 pence, 2 pence will be equals to 2 times x. Say for example this is x. Will be equals to 2 times x. This is for 2 pence. So in this, we're going to say it is 2 times the value of 1 pen, which we assume the variable x to be 10 shillings, which will be equals to 10. So we're going to say that the value, the amount or the total amount that can be spent by buying 2 pens will be equals to 20 shillings. So let's just do a recap. So if you're given that the value of x, we're told that the value of x is equals to 6, right? Then we are told to calculate x plus 4. I'm not sure whether you can be able to calculate that. Basically, if you can do it, you can pause this video and see whether you'll be able to calculate it. But in this case, if you're given that the value of this variable x is 6, and then we're told to calculate this, we're going to come here and take the value of 6, which is 6, the value of x, variable x, which is 6, and then we are going to add with this 4, and we're going to find that this is equals to 10. Say for example, you've been given that the value of x in the second instance, we've been given that the value of x is 3. Then we are told to find the value of 3x. Then you're told to find the value of 3x plus 2. Remember, the value of the variable x is 3. So in this case, you're going to first of all deal with this, which is 3. Then you're going to multiply by the value of variable x, which in this case, the second instance is 3. And then this is the first one. Then we're going to add 2. Remember the rules of BODMAS. You start first of all with a bracket, and therefore we're going to deal with the bracket first, which is 3 times 3, and then we're going to get 9. Then we are going to add this 2 and find that this is equals to 11. So this is how you can do the algebra, and this is the beginning. So if you want to further learn about algebra, you can just follow us in all the social media platforms, and I'm hoping to see you in the next one. Until next time.